Hi guys, welcome back to Reading Euphoria. My name's Georgia and today I'm going to be telling you what I want to achieve in 2019, what I want to get out of it, and what my goals are for the year. So I have 10 goals written down that I want to kind of put in place for 2019 and kind of make sure that I get them done, and that I put in place for the whole year and make sure that I achieve it all the way throughout 2019. So number one is to read more and read more consistently. I read 38 books in the year of 2018 and I almost want to double that this year, so I want to be reading 70-80 books this year, and hopefully even go further than that and possibly even hit the 100 mark. But I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I just want to read as much as I can. All of my TBRs are going to be 10 books each month, and I am hoping that I get that. If I did succeed in that every single month, that would be 120 books. But like I said, I think that that is a little bit too ambitious, so I'm just going to say to read a lot more and to make sure that I make the time for reading. That is something that I have been kind of putting more into my day-to-day routine and making sure that I am doing that, but I want to make sure that I carry this on and that I don't go a couple of weeks without reading anything. I want to make sure that I am reading every day, even if it's just a couple of pages, to make sure that I can hit my target by the end of the year. My second goal of this year is to reread my favourite books. This was a video that I posted a couple of weeks ago, I think just before the start of the year, and I'm going to be reading 12 of my favourite books this year. I will be pulling each book title out of a mug, and that will then be incorporated into my TBR for that month. So one reread per month, which I don't think is too ambitious. I feel like that I can achieve that, but I do really want to read my favourite books because I have so many books that I want to read. Like this whole bookshelf, you can only see 2 shelves of it, but it's full to the brim of lovely new fantastic books that I really want to get to. But I also don't want to forget about the books that I have already read and that I do love, and I kind of want to explore their world again. So I do want to make sure that I stick with my rereads for this month, and if I don't read anything else, which that is not going to happen, then at least I will try to read my reread. My third one, which I'm not sure how well this is gonna go this year, but I want to start the year off positive, so it's gonna go perfect, and that is to stick to my TBRs. So I have a bad tendency of having a TBR and then kind of looking at what I've got left for that month and not really fancying it, so just going off to something else, and then I have like 5 books left over at the end of the month, and that then has to follow on into my next month's TBR, and so on and so on and so on. And it's like a snowball just rolling down a hill. It just picks up more and more books as it goes along. So I do want to make sure I stick to my TBRs. Obviously, I don't want to end up in a slump. So if it gets to the point that I really do not want to read the book that I've got left, if it's just 1 or 2, and then not within the genre that I want to read and not what I fancy, I'm not going to risk getting into a reading slump. So I will read something else, but I want to try my best to stick to my TBR. Number 4 is to stay up to date with series. So I used to just read a lot of standalones, and recently I have started a series, say for instance the Arc of Scythe series by Neil Shusterman. I have read Scythe and Thunderhead, and I know that The Toll is coming out, I believe, this year. So I want to make sure that I stay up to date with it. I can't pre-order it at the moment because it doesn't actually have a release date, but I want to make sure that I stay up to date with these so that when they do get released or that a release date is announced, I can go and pre-order it straight away, and I know that it will be on my doorstep without actually having to do that much work. So I do really want to stay up to date with series and make a massive effort to carry on with them and finish them, because it's not really my strong point and I want to work on that. And going on from that, number 5 is to read more series. So like I've said, I do read a lot of standalones, but I do want to read series. There are so many there are so many series that people love, and I really want to explore those worlds, and I've just never got round to it. So I do want to make sure that I read a lot more series. Number 6 is to post consistent and more videos. So I want to make sure that it's my New Year's resolution that on a Tuesday and on a Friday a video goes up. That I'm not like making excuses for it. I want to make sure that I have things pre-filmed and I don't have to, if I don't feel like it, put makeup on and make the effort to do a video, because I know that it's already done because I filmed a lot at a time, which when I am working full time, that is the way that I need to do things. So I don't want to be making excuses and I don't want to be missing a Friday video and feeling crappy about it. So I want to make sure I consistently post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. Number 7 is the fact that I want to be doing more vlogs. So I don't really do vlogs that often, only say for instance when there is a readathon on. I did one for Booktubeathon and Cozyathon, which was the readathon that myself and Zoe hosted. But I do want to make sure that I vlog a lot more, whether it's just a weekly vlog or whether that it's the fact that I'm definitely this year as well going to be joining in with more readathons. So whether it's that is the reason why I vlog, but I just want to make sure that I vlog more so I can show more of my personality and more of my life through the lens rather than just me standing in front of my bookshelves. Right, the last 3 are going away from reading to make sure that I consistently go to the gym each week and I do karate each week. So for those of you who don't know, I study karate, and I train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Saturday, and I pay for 3 sessions a week. So they're the days that I can train, and I want to make sure that I get the best whatever for my money. I get my money's worth, that's it. So I pay for 3 times a week, so I want to make sure that I go 3 times a week and I don't make excuses and I don't get tired and I don't want to go. Although sometimes I do find it hard, but now that I have the choice of 4 training sessions, if it's a case of that I am feeling a little bit down and I don't really want to go, I then have to then make sure that I make up for it on another night. So I want to make sure that I train 3 times a week and I go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week, and I start doing that consistently and stop making excuses. Number 9 is to look after myself more. I have been struggling in the last couple of months with my mental health, and although I don't plaster it all over social media, I have been struggling. So I want to make sure that I get back into some sort of counselling and start to get some help, and that's actually really concentrate on making myself better, if there is a possibility of ever getting better with mental health issues. I mean, you've got to think positively, but to not be perfect, I'm not saying that, I just want to be better and be a bit more confident in myself. So this year is definitely going to be about looking after myself and making sure that I am okay. And the last one, number 10, is to make more effort with friends. Recently I have been trying to do this, but I want to make sure that consistently for 2019 I do make a massive effort to do this. So yeah, friends, I'm coming for you. Oh, that sounded so weird, I'm really sorry. Oops. So they are my 10 New Year's resolutions. I'm not saying that it's New Year, New Me, because I don't agree with that whatsoever. I'm still going to be the same person in 2019 that I was in 2018, because let's be real, it was only one day. So I'm hoping that I can stick to these, and we will see how I get on, and I will probably update you throughout the year of how my life's going and refer back to this list that I've got and see how well I'm doing. So that will be quite fun. I've just come up with that while filming, so we will do that. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know what your New Year's resolutions are and what your goals for reading are this year, or just general life. I would be really, really interested to know. So thank you very much for watching. Bye!